Many people believe they are broke because they do not earn enough money, but in reality, the real problem is often not income itself. It is behavior, mindset, emotional decisions, and daily habits around money. Most of the time, the issue is not how much you earn on paper, but how you think about money and how you use it after it enters your life and your account. Two people can earn the same salary from similar jobs, skills, and responsibilities. Yet one slowly builds savings, stability, confidence, and peace of mind over time through simple discipline, while the other stays stressed, anxious, and broke at the end of every month despite earning enough. The difference is not luck or opportunity alone. The difference is how money is handled emotionally, mentally, and practically after it comes in. Money problems usually start after the salary arrives in your account and spending begins, not before it arrives when there are still plans and good intentions. The moment money hits the account, emotions, desires, and impulses often take control of decisions. One person feels relief and immediately wants to reward themselves for surviving another month of stress. The other feels responsibility and starts planning how to use the money wisely for future security and growth. Spending gives emotional comfort, distraction, and short-term happiness. Planning gives future comfort, long-term stability, and peace of mind. One person celebrates every paycheck with shopping, eating out, and small lifestyle upgrades. The other quietly sets aside money before touching anything else and protects their future first. Most people say they will save what is left at the end of the month, but the month almost always ends with nothing left to save because spending expands to fill income. Leftover saving is not a real strategy that builds security and wealth. It is a habit that quietly keeps people broke, stressed, and dependent. Small expenses feel harmless, justified, and unimportant in the moment, but repeated daily, they silently drain your income and future options over time. Food delivery, subscriptions, impulse buys, and random treats. Each one feels small, affordable, and emotionally comforting, but together they decide your financial future without you noticing the damage. Being broke is rarely about one big mistake that destroyed everything. It is about many small, careless decisions repeated every single day. People blame low salary for their situation, high prices in the market, or a bad economy, but forget to question their own spending habits, impulses, and priorities honestly. Income growth without habit change only increases lifestyle and comfort, not wealth, security, freedom, or control over life. When people earn more money over time, they usually spend more money without even realizing it is happening. The comfort grows slowly, but the stress often stays the same or even increases. Lifestyle upgrades feel like progress, success, and improvement, but they often delay real progress and real financial security. The more you spend to look successful in front of people, the less successful you quietly become behind the scenes. Many people do not know where their money goes each month, because they never track it honestly, consistently, and without excuses. You cannot fix what you do not measure and understand clearly. Awareness is the first step to control, discipline, and change. The moment you see your spending clearly on paper or on a screen, you start making better, calmer, and more intentional choices. One person avoids looking at bank statements because it feels uncomfortable and painful. The other studies them like a mirror to understand their habits and mistakes. One is afraid of the truth about their money behavior. The other uses the truth to improve their future direction, learning from past mistakes, adjusting daily behavior, and slowly building a better financial path instead of repeating the same patterns again and again. Being broke is often a result of emotional spending driven by feelings, not logic or long-term thinking, where money becomes a quick emotional solution instead of a smart financial tool. Spending when bored and trying to feel entertained or less empty, using small purchases as a way to escape silence, loneliness, or lack of purpose for a few minutes of comfort. Spending when stressed and trying to escape pressure for a moment, turning money into a temporary relief from mental weight, responsibilities, and daily life pressure. Spending when trying to reward yourself for surviving a hard day, using purchases as a way to say, "I deserve this," even when it slowly damages your future stability. Money slowly becomes a tool to manage emotions and mood, helping people feel better for a short moment while quietly weakening their long-term security and independence. not a tool to build a secure and independent future where money is supposed to create safety, freedom of choice, and control over life decisions. Debt feels normal to many people because everyone around them has it, making borrowing look acceptable, common, and even necessary in everyday life. But normal does not mean healthy, wise, or sustainable long-term, because common habits can still lead to stress, anxiety, and financial traps. Borrowing to maintain lifestyle creates silent pressure, anxiety, and future stress, forcing you to live today using tomorrow's money and energy. Every loan is future income already spent before you even earn it, reducing your future choices and freedom before the money even reaches you. The future you is paying for today's comfort, impulse, and emotional decisions, carrying the burden of choices made in moments of weakness or stress. Most people do not plan for emergencies at all, assuming problems will not come or hoping they can somehow handle them when they appear. So every small problem becomes a financial crisis that feels overwhelming, heavy, and emotionally exhausting when there is no safety net. Without savings, you live in constant financial tension, always one unexpected expense away from stress and panic. Even small surprises feel like disasters emotionally and financially because there is no buffer to absorb shocks or sudden costs. Being broke is stressful not because of money alone, but because of lack of control, planning, and options to choose better paths. But because of lack of control, planning, and options, people feel trapped in cycles they do not know how to break. Control comes from simple planning, awareness, and discipline, built through small, consistent habits rather than extreme actions. Not from earning more money only, because income without control often leads to bigger spending, not bigger stability. You can increase income and still feel broke and anxious when financial stress grows along with lifestyle and expectations. If spending grows at the same speed as income, you stay in the same place emotionally and financially despite earning more. Real progress happens when your saving rate grows faster than lifestyle, allowing your future security to grow quietly in the background. Paying yourself first changes everything about how you use money daily, shifting your mindset from spending first to protecting your future first. Because it turns saving into a habit, not a leftover or accident, making wealth building automatic instead of optional. The moment you get paid, you decide who comes first, your future or your present impulses. Set aside a small percentage for your future safety and freedom, even if it feels uncomfortable at the start. Even small amounts matter when done consistently over long periods of time, because consistency beats motivation and luck. Wealth is built slowly through habits, discipline, and patience, through boring decisions repeated every month for years. Not in one lucky moment, shortcut, or sudden breakthrough, which usually fades faster than it arrives. Rich habits look boring, slow, and unimpressive in the beginning because they do not give instant excitement or pleasure. But poor habits look exciting, fun, and rewarding at first because they give quick emotional relief and visible comfort. Excitement fades quickly when reality hits, when bills arrive and stress returns. But habits compound quietly in the background, shaping your future whether you notice them or not. Most people want a big financial breakthrough or miracle, hoping for a sudden change without changing daily behavior. But ignore small daily discipline that actually creates breakthroughs because discipline feels boring and slow. The daily discipline creates the breakthrough over time, step by step, month by month, without dramatic moments. Money clarity starts with clarity about your own behavior, priorities, and patterns, honestly observing how you treat money every day. Not with blaming the world, the economy, or circumstances, which only removes responsibility and delays change. You do not need to be perfect with money to improve your life. You only need to be honest enough to notice mistakes and adjust. You just need to be consistent enough to slowly change direction, even if progress feels small in the beginning. One honest budget can change your life slowly, but permanently, by giving you awareness and control over where your money goes. One simple rule can protect your future from chaos and stress when followed daily without excuses. Track your money for 7 days honestly and without excuses, writing down everything without hiding or justifying. And you will see patterns you did not even know existed before, revealing where your money and energy leak. Patterns create outcomes in your life over time, shaping your habits, confidence, and stress levels. Outcomes create your financial reality month after month, year after year, whether you like it or not. You are not broke because you are unlucky in life or because the world is unfair alone. You are broke because of habits you can change starting today, one small decision at a time. Change the habits and the money story changes with them over time, slowly rewriting your future direction.